ay walaalahay waa bixi rabnaa waan labisanahay waa dhaqaaq rabnaa ka loo socdaa.
When settlers and pioneers came to North America, they brought with them grazing animals so that they could survive. And of course, these predator animals, you know, even getting into your chicken coop, would probably kill all your little chickens that you put out the fires all the time. So this forest, as beautiful as it is in our photos, it's actually quite unhealthy. It's quite old and does need the fire to rejuvenate. The wildlife, they really need those fires too. Oh, there's my friend. I wonder how they did out there.
Rough.
But so, in an area like this, if you're a herding species, like elk, there's about 300 head of elk around Banff. And tonight, as we work our way across the valley, there's a little deer, mule deer, big ears, like the name kind of implies. Wide open spots, definitely kind of glance down there. Looking for any kind of movement out there. Sometimes we'll do loops like this where there's like a low down area. If you're not really watching, you could miss an animal that's got its head bent down grazing, just foraging around. So just remember to kind of keep scanning out there. Females, potential to see them out here, although they're fairly separate right now. Females just had their calves through the month of June. So if you see females around, wait a bit because there could be a little one that pops up from the grass. In the fall, they'll start to rut. The males will rub the velvet off the trees over about the month. It's rough for the animals in the winter, certainly. If you think about ungulates, like the sheep, the goats, the deer, the moose, the elk, they're sticking their faces into the snow all winter to have a snack. That seems pretty awful. and they technically go into this fasting period near the end. There's very little nutrition left in things that they're eating. They're just kind of eating stuff to fill up their bellies. The twigs. Forests aren't as dependent on the fire necessarily to come as often as some of them. Also, when that happens, it gives the chance for other things that grow below the canopy to start to come in. So what happens is eventually we'll have a mega fire. We'll have a fire so hot and bad through here we can't prevent it. So because it is a concern, because it certainly over the last 3 years or so, body shaming the Columbia ground squirrel. I don't like the shape of your body. Beautiful weather this week for you guys. Also, like I said, it's been pretty kind of low-hanging cloud. And when one comes to the Rockies, it's always good to get to see the Rockies. Certainly, there's been times where people have been. And in the 70s, of course, all the hippie kids camping out here, trying to find a place to live for free in the woods somewhere, trying to work at a hotel or a restaurant. It became really dangerous. With the visitor going up, parks started to tighten up their environmental impacts and assessments. Things were pointing to get rid of the human food. There were landfills, actual dumps where we kept our waste, close to Banff, out here in this wild place. And if you went out there, what do you think you saw? About 40. Wardens are discouraged for ticketing hotels that are a carnivore or something, then they might be trapped and relocated. Monitored with a collar. Something called a hard release often would be used if they're continuing to come close to people. So a hard release might use dogs. It might use noisemakers. It just depends. Like in some cases on the edges of town where you've got little communities, you got little kids running around, right? Playing in the little playgrounds and the little complex for apartments and whatnot. It's right here on the edge of the forest. A cougar or a bear or a wolf could be around. So Parks Canada does typically, you know, those big all the type of landscape we're here, we push them way up to the edges of Alberta at the far east, or sorry, west side of the province.
Oud school dat jou niet iets speciaals is. Really?
Pretty beautiful, isn't it, hey guys? Yeah. It's called Surprise Corner. Surprise! There's a castle right here.
This is the view of the Bears. Oh yeah, there's a few further down even in the trees and then down to see the landmark in the trees. Down there in the trees. Is that even like a fire under? Let's get them to come out. Bit of an awkward spot for me to record.
Isn't it funny how she's just sort of hanging out by herself right there? I feel like we're gonna do good on this side. I would say it's this one that's become really kind of. Canmore, outside the national park, has a similar issue. Where Canmore is bound by national park regulations, they're struggling now with things like where the schools want a fence. For years and years, we've removed fence. Right? So we pretty much drank probably a third of that bottle of gin, and we slept that night. But in the morning, we woke up to something rather odd. We opened up the zipper. Here's the part our camp, our little sleeping area. And on its second round around sniffing the second time, they just had jumped in their truck, pulled it over, and were honking the horn and getting it to run off. But weren't able to wake us up. They didn't open the tent or anything. They just left the truck and waited for us to wake up. To communicate with each other, alert each other would camp out. But these boys, what happened to him and the injuries that lead him to realize it's a grizzly. So more bears are called. get up here, there's bigger. This isn't the little one that I saw, guys. Oh no, this is the little one. Oh, that is the skinny guy. He looks too skinny to me.
Yeah, he's very skinny. Oh my god.
Guys, we found a bear. We found a bear, you guys. Hey. Hey, we found him. Let's go up to the next switchback because we'll probably be able to see what these people see out here. There's one. So we've got some time here, my friends. That's pretty good. Sometimes these guys, they just dart across the road. Sometimes it's a little quicker than we're expecting. But chairs in this meadow, get a shot right by the red chairs. The red chairs are meant to be the most beautiful spots in all the national parks.
Want a picture? Just act like you like him for a minute. Okay, you two. Ready? And 1, 2. Yes.
His eyes.
Wow. Look at that. Is it a male or female?
Get all the photos you want, guys.
I can see you.
The mountains behind it look pretty cool. It always looks beautiful in your photos. He probably just came right down this cliff here. Left. Either way, he's going to head up there at some point. You can guess his age if you can count the dark lines from the very tip of the curl back around to the skull. So I can see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 8 maybe? At least. He's at least 8 years old. Yeah, he's a big boy. About 8 to 11 years old, like the oldest ones are out here. It's okay, we can keep going?
Yeah.